Hey, what's going on guys, it is Lasty here and welcome to what is going to be a bit of a Barclays Premier League Team of the Season prediction. Now, before I get started, I just want to say there are probably certain players that I've missed out in this squad. I only had a certain amount of spots that I could fill, so I couldn't fit in absolutely everyone. So these are just some of my opinions, and also I shared this out with you guys on Twitter, so you know, you guys have had some input as well, which is awesome, but there may be a couple of players that are missing who I'll try and mention as we go through. So, first off, if you guys are looking to buy any coins, check out the fifashop.co.uk and make sure you use that code LA5TY to get yourself a nice 5% discount. The link you need is down below in the description, and of course, every order has the chance to win 1,000,000 coins, which is awesome. Let's get this show on the road then. So, we're going to be starting off here today with the goalkeeper in the starting 11, and that is going to be Cech, the man who wears the helmet, as everyone sort of knows him as that nowadays. And what I've tended to do with a lot of these players are up their sort of overall by 4 or 5 ratings, and then also their stats tend to go up roughly that amount as well. Sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a bit less, depending on the sort of season they've had. Now, everyone knows Chelsea are way up there this season and have a possibility, probably not so much anymore, of winning the league. Now, Cech, whole bunch of clean sheets for him, and his card would be incredible. 89 diving, 90 reflexes, 87 handling, 87 positioning. Would go for quite a few coins, and everyone knows how good he is anyway on Ultimate Team, so that would be awesome. I'd love that. Let's go on to some defenders then. Right back, we're going to go with Seamus Coleman, someone who I didn't even know of at the start of the season. He's just come through to be such an incredible player, and what a card that would be, upgrading him from his very low rated card. He was a silver at one point, and then he has the upgrade card to a non-rare gold. Now this would be an 82 rated. They could possibly make that slightly higher, to maybe an 83, just because it's team of the season. But he would have something like crazy pace, 87 pace, great dribbling, defending, that sort of stuff, and would be a good card. Moving on to centre backs then. I'll get onto the left back as we sort of go through. But centre backs, we've got big Per Mertesacker, the guy who's come through and just had an unreal season. Him and Koscielny at the back for Arsenal, especially in that first part of the season, absolutely incredible. I think this guy does deserve a team of the season, as much as we probably don't want it, because I've increased that pace probably a little bit too much. But even that would just be too slow to use for my opinion. But saying that, I have used Mertesacker before, and he was actually quite good. You got to stick one of those plus 15 pace cards on him, just because that's what FIFA's about, you know. So even that would take him not quite up to 60 pace. That's sort of starting to get manageable if he did have the sort of 40 odd pace that this card is suggesting. But what a card that would be. 93 defending, 86 heading. He's also fucking massive as well, so that would be awesome. Next centre back, we've got Corker. Stephen Corker's got 3 informs on Ultimate Team this year. Started off as a silver, and this would boost him up to probably an 84 or an 85 rated card, which would be incredible. Look at the stats. You've got 79 or 80 pace, something like that. 89 defending and 90 heading. That would just be a ridiculous card. I would pay more for that than I would for the 88 rated Mertesacker. That is for damn sure. What a card that would be. Moving on, left back. We've got someone who used to be a right back. That is Cesar Azpilicueta. I think I pronounced that right. Please let me know down below in the comments. He would make my starting lineup in the team of the season for the Barclays Premier League. 83 pace, 83 defending, and 81 passing on him. Turned into a really, really sort of well-controlled left back this season, which is a bit odd, you know. Someone that manages to keep Ashley Cole out of the squad is you know, he must be fairly good. So I like the guy, you know. I never really knew much about him when he was sort of playing right back in that, but I think he's done an absolute worldie of a job at left back this season. What a great player he is, and he makes the starting 11. Moving on to the midfielders. Now, this is the only one in the midfield which I'm a little bit sort of suspect about. I nearly put him on the bench and put like Lallana on the starting 11, but I've chosen Ramsey for the starting 11. He had an incredible first part of the season. Now, this, like, for someone that had a really poor sort of season or two before that, he turned into something monstrous, was scoring goals left, right and centre, and he just turned into an amazing player in the Premier League. Now, this card for Aaron Ramsey would be great. 79 pace is good, 89 dribbling, 88 shooting, 90 passing. What an absolute card that would be. I'd love to own one of them. That would be really, really awesome, and he'd be a great player. But this is the one. This is the one I want more than anything. Yaya Toure. The best box-to-box midfielder there is at the moment on this planet. I'm pretty sure of it. He is awesome. And this card would be nothing, it would blow everything else out of the park. Just legitimately would be incredible. He's really tall. He'll have everything above 80 stats, which, you know, that doesn't really happen much. You know, Ruud Gullit has got those sort of stats. And imagine getting Ruud Gullit and Yaya Toure into a squad. That would be ridiculous. But 90 defending, 90 heading, and then great shooting stats, dribbling, passing, that sort of thing. He would be an absolute shed load of coins. A really fantastic player, had an absolute class season for Man City. I just hope that his recent injury isn't a massively major one, because we all want to see him play week in, week out, and I would be a little bit disappointed if he didn't get to finish the season. But moving on to Steven Gerrard, you know, someone that has been pivotal to Liverpool's season in what looks like it's now in their hands to possibly win the title, which would be incredible, and I'd be really, really happy for people like Steven Gerrard, who are so loyal to the club and that sort of thing. You know, his card would be great. He'd have fantastic shooting and passing. Everyone knows that Gerrard would have those sort of stats, you know, in the early 90s for his shooting and passing, and what a card that would be as well. Just enough pace to make that manageable in the centre of midfield. Right, let's move on to our 3 strike force in this 4-3-3 formation. Storage, yeah, SAS, you know, is going to feature. You just know SAS is going to be there because they've had a worldie of a season. This card would be awesome. 94 pace, 90 dribbling, 87 shooting, and his partner in crime would be this card, Luis Suarez. Now, I've given him a 95 rating there, which is really, really high. But Liverpool are yet to play Norwich as I'm making this video. They've got to play Norwich again, and you know Suarez loves to score hat-tricks. And if he does that, he's looking to get a 4th in form, and then of course that would sort of tie into him getting an even better team in the season, which could be possibly 95 rated like this one. 90 pace, 97 dribbling, 97 shooting, and some crazy other stats would just be ridiculous, and that card would be insane. Moving on to Hazard. Now, he would also... it's between Hazard and Suarez, which would be like the biggest, bestest, most expensivest card out there for the BPL, I think. 95 pace, 96 dribbling, 96 shooting, 94 passing. I don't know if they would actually do that, but those stats would be incredible. He's obviously got that 3rd in form 91 rated card because of his upgrades and stuff. Those stats, they just look so tasty, so awesome. I would love it. Let's talk about some of the people that are on the subs bench. Obviously, that right there is your starting 11. But on the subs bench today, then, we have got Mignolet as a goalkeeper. He's also had a great season and been awesome for Liverpool, and that would be a sick card. 86 rated, somewhere around that region. He's very tall, and I just think the reflexes, the positioning, the handling, the diving would make for an interesting card right there. Let's talk Luke Shaw, shall we? If my computer will work. There we go. Look at the card. It was between Shaw and Zabaleta and Baines and a few other people that I would really like to see, but I just wanted to put 1 sub goalkeeper, 2 defenders, 2 midfielders, 2 strikers. So that card for sure, moving him up to a gold would be awesome. I'd love to see that. Then let's talk about John Terry, another Chelsea player. You know, I also wanted to put in the likes of Company, Cahill, those sorts of players into this squad, but I just think Terry's probably outperformed those guys right there. He'd be lacking in pace, but he'd have great defensive stats right there and a fairly high rating, as I mentioned. So, as I said, I kind of wanted to put Lallana in the starting lineup, but unfortunately I'm not gonna. I'm gonna leave Aaron Ramsey in there. I think that just sort of suits a bit better. But Lallana, incredible season again. A really great up-and-coming talent for England. Thank God for that. And 83 pace, 89 dribbling, 85 passing. That sort of stats would be awesome. Then we got David Silva. I nearly put like Jay Rodriguez or some people of the like in there, but I decided to go with David Silva. He'd be awesome. Unfortunately, he probably would be that left mid card, which nobody wants. We all want this sort of card at cam. I would kill something for that. That would be awesome. Loads of pace, loads of shooting, and of course the dribbling and the passing for him would be awesome. Rooney. I think he could feature. He's been pivotal in Man United's do you call it a season? A bit of a fail of a season, really. But, you know, it's Moyes' first season. I don't blame him for that. But Rooney with the 81 pace, the 88 dribbling, 92 shooting, 87 passing and 85 heading. That would be an incredible cam. And also a great striker as well. And then I know Sergio has been injured for a long time, but the amount of goals he accumulated in that start of the season before he did get injured was just ridiculous, and I think he probably deserves a spot on the bench. Maybe not that highly rated, you know, it could possibly be a 92 rated, but it would be a great card no matter what. You know, 93 pace, you're looking mid-90s in his shooting and dribbling, which would just be awesome as well. So that is the team of the season, in my opinion. I think we're going to get a lot of these players. Some of them we probably won't get, but I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please do drop a like. Now, I also realise that these are very controversial videos, so if you guys have any comments or any players that you think I've got wrong you would like to put in, make sure you tell me about it. Leave the comments down below. I'm going to be looking at it. Let's not have any arguments, guys, but let's just, you know, be adults and talk about all of this stuff. I'd really appreciate your thoughts and stuff. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time, guys. Peace.